Welcome back, Middle Age Grind, and today we're getting close to not only Christmas but the start of the new year, 2025, and I want to share with you today uh, resolutions. And every year, I think that's a big thing, probably worldwide, definitely in American culture. New Year's resolutions, and I think it's something that people. I like the ambition, but I can almost assure you, and there's numbers and studies on this. By the time February rolls around, 8 out of 10 are already people will be done with those New Year's resolutions. So I have 7 here. I want to share with you that some of them, most of them, I am doing this now, and I want to continue this. And some of them, maybe I'm not quietly doing, but maybe start. And I don't think they're crazy or out of hand, if that makes sense. And I'll share them with you now. Number 1, journaling. And this YouTube channel, which I've started back in the spring of 2024, is a way of journaling. But I do take a journal when I write. As I drop my paper here, I don't do it every day. I would say on average at least once a week. And I just write a paragraph or two about what's going on in my life right now. And every now and again I do go back and read things, and it is pretty fulfilling, I think, to do that. So that may be something. I have a little book in my office. I just do it, kind of like now when I'm by myself before I open up and get to work. And I really enjoy journaling. Number 2, spreading kindness, and I put on here, make yourself available for people, and I tend to always do that, I think. But if someone needs your help, and yeah, say no problem, I got you, and that's just something I think that goes a long way, and I think it builds character. Just being a kind person, holding doors for people at the store, and saying please and thank you. It's just things that I think are lost a little bit on society. They're not going away. And I think they need to make a big comeback. Number 3, and this is a big one, and I know we talk finance a lot, and I'll get into some stuff in some later videos and some goals and stuff, but saving money. I know a big one for me, well, for us as a family too, but one is not eating out for lunch and bringing something in. And the math guys with those kind of things, that's what really kind of adds up. And I'm in a local town here in Bogalusa, Louisiana, where I'm at, and a lot of places that, lunch, it's not bad, the prices, you can get you a decent meal from 10, 15 bucks, but the time you tip and everything, it easily can be 20. And if you're doing that every day, that's $100 a week. It adds up pretty quick. And as far as our family goes, and we've been pretty much sticking to this, and I'd like to continue. We tend to eat out once a week as a family. Now remember, I have 4 children, my wife and myself. A typical bill for us, I'm just gonna say it out there, $125 to $150, depending on where we at. And that's with tip, and this is like just think, not that we've gone there lately, but they're outback type places, Texas Roadhouse, and there are some more local places, Chimes and stuff we like. So it's not like super fancy, but not, McDonald's per se. But if you do that every week, that's $6,500 a year. But if you do it twice a week, it can easily double and turn into 13 grand. That's where I think a lot of people get in trouble. Sometimes is eating out because it's sometimes easier, but boy, does it really knock a budget down. Number 4, and I've thought about this. This is kind of something I put out there. Political season, is over with for now, thank God. But try to understand someone else's point of view. And it doesn't have to be about political, but just someone might have an opinion about something. It might be about investing that they're really into rental properties or whatever, try to really talk to them and understand. Say, tell me more about that. And it's not something you might not adapt. You still might not agree, but just not always locking down and how we feel, what our opinion and our experiences. Guys, there's a lot, and I think that's where people get kind of bogged down both ways. You know, like in the last political cycle, there's this lady. It's a meme. She's going on. She was this political expert, and she went to a liquor store and she bought a bottle of champagne. And you've probably seen this online or whatever. And she was just so confident that her candidate, I'm not even going to say who it was going to win. And she's just laughing and kind of like making fun of the guy. It's like, because I know who he voted for and blah, blah, blah. I think sometimes we get so bogged down in our little circle of friends, and we don't realize how big of a world and a country this is. And there's just so many different points of views out there. And it's not your job all the time to, how can I say this, persuade someone else to think how you think. Just try to understand where people are coming from sometimes, you know. And, you know, it's not going to probably change how you feel, but it'll let you, it'll at least make you understand people a little bit different, because we're a box of chocolates. Everybody's a little bit different, cares a little bit more about one thing than the other. And it might be different points in your life. Look, I'm at a point in my life, you know, where money and taxes and, you know, it's a big thing that I got to get right. 4 kids from 14 to 9. I have a lot, my wife and I should say, have a lot ahead of us as far as getting kids through higher education over these next 10, 15 years. And, you know, when I'm older and kind of that's all set, my perspective might be a little bit differently on how I think and that kind of thing. Just keep that in mind. Number 5, and this is kind of going to be, seems contradictory with the whole eating out thing once a week, but support local businesses. And this don't have, you know, if you're going to buy a gift for somebody, this is Christmas season. You know, we buy gifts. I try for the people I have to buy gift cards and stuff to local places, because, you know, everyone, you know, businesses, they need to support people, but sometimes those local people, I just try to buy, if it's a gift card to a salon for somebody or something, and try to buy from a local place. Number 6, and this is something we've started recently. My wife is in great shape, better than me. She wakes up every morning and does her exercise routines and this and that, and I kind of have in the past done that, and I'm pretty active, but I don't really wake up early and go to the gym or anything, but I stay active. But we started walking. We got our puppy Nala back in the summer, and she's 5 months now, doing great. And every night, my wife and I, just her and I, take Nala for a walk just around the block for 10 minutes. And it's just nice, just her and I talking, you know, and we don't have the kids around. And just, you know, you can go over things and stuff, you know, with the kids here. And it's just nice, her and I having that little bit of time together doing that. And I want to continue that in 2025. And just continue, number 7, continue with our financial plan. Generally speaking, not taking on any new debt. Keep on investing 15% of our income. And hopefully one day we'll have a nice retirement and nest egg and can leave legacies. But this is just a video on some of the things in 2025. Maybe they'll inspire you, but it's what I have in mind. And looking forward to Christmas next week and spending time with family and having a little time off from work and regrouping, watching some college football, and looking forward to 2025. So with that said, I'll see you real soon on the Middle Age Grind.